welcome to Mediumship with Megan. Now today I'm going to be doing a demonstration of mediumship, so I'm going to basically call upon spirits and see what spirits come and read, like what they look like, the age, when they died or what time they were around, and probably the reason why they died, and just any other details that I pick up on really. And so I'm using these tools to help me concentrate. Now I've got 4 candles which represent each element. I don't know if you can see them, but earth, air, fire and water. And I've got my incense called Psychic from online. And I've got my crystals, so labradorite. I use this for relaxing. Tourmaline, which I use to boost confidence. This is a nice piece, I feel drawn to this one. Blue lacergate, which is a calming crystal. Sometimes I use it to connect with water. Snow quartz, which I use for wisdom. Clear quartz, this is a raw crystal. It's got a point and I like to point it to me because I like the energy to draw into me, like what the spirits are saying and things. Now this is like a clear quartz. I use this for meditation and connecting. As you can see, it's got bits of grass in it. Unakite, which is really good for the third eye chakra. I work as a clairvoyant and an intuitive, so I often work with this type of crystal to help enhance my third eye chakra. The tiger's eye, which I use for protection against spirits that I don't want to come into my circle or, my entrance. And finally, obsidian, which I use to block negative energy or negative feelings. And that's just basically what I'm going to use today. Okay, so I'm just going to ask the spirits to come into the circle, come and enter, and I'd like you to give me messages. Tell me about what you want to tell me anything about your death, anything that you need to get off your chest, and that you need to move forward. I open this circle to all the spirits who need help, and I ask of you to come and speak to me. Let me guide you and advise you on what to do. Let me help you get to the next step. If there are any messages that you may bring, then please come and tell me, any spirit. What I'm seeing basically now is that there are many different spirits, and in my third eye chakra I'm just going through like different ones, and I'm going past like a man who hung himself very recently in Liverpool. It feels though it was near the Marion Square. Everton. This man, he had like short, almost black hair. It was very dark. I'm getting the sense that he was in his early 30s, like 31 or 32. He had very dark eyes, very brown eyes. He was quite tanned. He shaved. So obviously he committed suicide. I feel as though he'd lost everything. Like, just as though he had no reason for living anymore. He's very depressed, and he's still here because he can't overcome his problems. I'm seeing a blue cotton t-shirt. The year 2008 was when he committed suicide. He wore a lot of jogging bottoms. Oh god, I'm getting the overwhelming scent of onions. I'm not normally a clairsentient, but that's actually a new experience for me. I feel as though he was really interested in cookery. I feel as though he had many hobbies and he had many different professions, such as I see a lot of plumbing and construction around him, but I feel as though he just did that like as a hobby, and he did that for people who needed the help. I do feel as though he was really interested in cookery, and he might have been a chef. Where he hung himself, it wasn't in his own flat or his own place. I'm seeing two different places. So what it is like, it's the back of a kitchen, well, or a butcher's, where they've got all the pigs and things, and I feel as though that's where he got the idea to hang himself, and this is why he wanted to hang himself, because he would often look at the pigs and the cows, sorry, not the cows, the pigs, and all the meat on the, hanging down in this area, and he would just feel as though that was how he would go, like that'd be meaningful to him, and that'd be, his way of dealing with it. In his view, it was his way of dignity, a dignified death in his opinion. But I don't feel as though that was where he did it. Where he did it, I'm seeing was a rooftop for some reason, but it's a really dark time where I'm seeing it, and I'm seeing like just a flat roof and whatever. It was off some sort of structure, like some metal structure, possibly a pylon. I can't exactly see what it is, but it's a big large metal structure. The reason for it was because he just lost everything. He'd lost the love of his life, like he thought that she was his soulmate, not that he believed in anything spiritual. He wasn't a spiritual person, but he really believed that she was the one, and I feel as though he was cheated on. He'd been made a fool of. He lost her, and that was all that he valued in his life. That was all that he'd ever wanted, and he'd lost everything that he'd wanted, that he'd had. don't sense that he has any children, but he wanted children. He really did. He wanted to be a father. He wanted to be that good man. I feel as though this man's had several jobs, such as a butcher and a chef. So I feel as though he used to work in kitchens. I don't know why it's coming to me, but Harry Ramsden's is coming to me. And I feel as though this man's name may have been Darren. He did live in Liverpool. I don't feel as though he was very close to his father either. I feel as though he just couldn't speak to his mother about anything, any of his problems. He was a very lonely man. Obviously, he suffered a lot of depression. Just saw no way to life anymore. I do see the black and white checker pants that he wore for work though. And that's all details I can give on him, Darren. I think his second name was Scott. I don't know why I'm getting Darren and Scott. Darren Scott. He often had a shaved head as well, is what I keep seeing. That's all I can read for now, and I'm just going to ask that the angels come and take Darren, help him move on to the next stage of life. I thank you for working with me today. I thank you guys there to listen to my demonstration, to watch this video. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this first video. So that's Mediumship Megan.